It looks like the Neil Gaiman media empire is finally crumbling. This last week has been crazy blows for the Sandman author, and it's getting worse. Prime Video today has announced that they've halted production of Good Omens, and it is due to the allegations. We're going to go over exactly how far this has fallen and what this means for more shows that are still in development. This is pretty wild, but Neil Gaiman's finally kind of getting his due after the last Tortoise podcast. And if you've not seen what's going on, because the media mostly hid this to try to protect their feminist icon, their mainstream woke author, and it didn't work because there was just too much dirt that was coming out. There's possibly more, even still. And we will get into all of this in just a moment. My name's John Delarose, and I am here reporting on the things that nobody else will in mainstream entertainment, especially in science fiction and fantasy, as I'm a #1 best-selling author and the most trusted name in science fiction news. I really appreciate you guys for being here and helping us get the word out about all the important stories we cover here. And this is the Fandom Pulse. If you're not signed up for this, it's in my Substack in the description below. I actually write up a story pretty much every morning before I do my YouTube videos. It's a great place to be and subscribe, and I appreciate you for being there on that, as well as subscribing here on the YouTube channel. Hit the like button and all that. Be part of our community. Appreciate it. And I'm an author, as I mentioned before. This is my Arishan War trilogy book. This is great science fiction. And so I am building a science fiction universe, actually writing a sequel series to this right now. This is a great time to get in. You can get in on all 3 books, which are available on ebook, print, and audio in the Arishan War, starting with The Stars Entwined. It's a spy thriller in space. If you really like Babylon 5, Deep Space Nine, that kind of stuff from the 90s, this is really going to be up your alley. So check this out. It's in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the books and being great readers. All right, so Prime Video, as I mentioned, canceled, or at least halting production of Good Omens Season 3 due to the Neil Gaiman allegations. David Tennant, it was quite a big production from Amazon Prime, as they're doing with a lot of their shows these days. And, of course, Neil Gaiman is pretty much only responsible for the Season 3 stuff. We're getting past the Terry Pratchett material. If you guys are the readers of the Good Omens books and Terry Pratchett books, I'm a big Terry Pratchett fan myself. Through Season 2, you pretty much don't have any more Pratchett material left. This is all Gaiman from here on out. And so this has been in production for a while. People have been wondering when it's actually going to start dropping. And it looks like they're backing away to it due to the controversy. Now, Neil Gaiman has been alleged to have sexually assaulted or abused 7 women at this point. This first came out from the Tortoise podcast, and they actually did a big investigation, they said, spanning over a year into this. And they announced it with 2 women, one of which was a fan who said that he took advantage of her and the like. The other one was a nanny/babysitter who came over and said that he abused her, and then it went even crazier from there. Now, Neil's account of this was it was all consensual, and that he only cuddled in a bathtub with the nanny hours after meeting with her. Very, very weird situation as it is. A third woman came out, and she actually released her full therapy sessions, where she spent years following Neil Gaiman as like a sycophant, and then he just kept pressuring, doing weird stuff. She alleged that he went nude on camera on a Skype call with her, and just did strange things like that, and tried to get on top of her and make her do sexual acts and things like that. Now, the fourth woman, this is the worst probably of all of them, and this one was a person who was the wife of his gardener on his New York estate. She alleged that he made her perform sexual acts in order to stay there and not get evicted from his place. And that is, of course, something that's the massive illegal one here out of all of these. And said that he showed up at points where she was sleeping and would put his genitals in her hands while she was sleeping. Creepy stuff. And then we had, so that's 5, right? That's 5 at this point. 6th accuser says that Gaiman manipulated her when she worked for him as a massage therapist, that he flashed her and things like that. She had a YouTube channel and posted that. And then there was a 7th one, which didn't actually get reported by any news outlets, but was posted by somebody on Reddit to a Neil Gaiman thread, which alleged one of their friends went to his house one time, and he said that he He warned the friend that he takes Ambien at night for his anxiety and can't be in control of himself, and allegedly groped her in the middle of the night while she was sleeping in another room. So crazy stuff. Now, his wife apparently told one of these victims that there were 14 women who had similar stories, which is absolutely crazy. She posted a strange Patreon post that had a copy of the book Lolita on a trash can, implying that there's stuff involved with underage stuff. There's rumors that he had to be pried away from a 15-year-old fan once at one of these events, who's a female, of course. And so we're kind of waiting for that shoe to drop at this point. Now, what changed about a week ago was Tortoise actually dropped a audio interview which had Neil Gaiman on it, and he was offering hush money for her to shut up and kind of go away. He offered her $60,000 and to pay send a generous donation to a rape crisis counseling center, and she accepted that. Apparently, he never paid the crisis counseling center. He did pay her. And then Tortoise actually found that two of these other victims, including the New York estate, the New York lady got paid over $200,000. She was forced to sign an NDA about it. And then the nanny was paid $8,000 and forced to sign an NDA about it. So once that came out, and there was audio of this, and it was confirmed to exist, TV programs started to back away. Netflix actually was the first one to make an announcement. They canceled Dead Boy Detective, which is a show critically acclaimed, of course. Only lasted one season. They didn't say why it was canceled. They just said it was canceled. So they didn't actually go into the allegations, didn't do anything like this. Neil Gaiman has hired a crisis PR management company to just totally canvass social media, try to drown out talk about this kind of stuff. And you could see it. There's a bot campaign going on with that, talking about how great his Sandman works are, and the like, while all this is going down. On top of this, on the same day, Disney announced that they were going to cancel production of The Graveyard Book. Now, Disney was the first one to actually mention allegations as part of the problem. They said there were multiple problems with the whole Graveyard Book movie, which was in production, but the allegations are kind of just like the final straw, so they pulled the plug on that. Now, this week, we get the third, Good Omens, which had some success on Prime Video, had 2 seasons, of course. The second season ended in a cliffhanger, so it didn't even really end, which, of course, led fans to believe that a third season was going to be happening, and it was in development, to my knowledge, at this point. Prime Video actually announced, much like Disney, that due to these allegations, due to everything that was coming out at this point, they were dropping it. Now, they're seeing that this is enough smoke, that there's some fire there. And this reminds me of a lot of Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, another feminist darling, another woke SJW in the media, who was out there propagating this stuff for a long, long time, had the accusations come out, and then suddenly, more came out and more came out. He wrote his weird apology letter, and it just got crazy. And of course, there was talk that there was some underage stuff going on with the lady who played what's her name, Buffy's sister. I don't remember the actress's name, but apparently they said that the other actresses would make sure that Joss was not allowed in the same room with them. So this kind of stuff starts to compound, and this is only speculation at this point. But there's a lot to go on rumor-wise based on what we're seeing so far. Now, Good Omens, like I said, is the third thing to be canceled right now. Amazon did 100% mention that was part of the reason why. And so that leaves one major project that's going on with Neil Gaiman right now that people are speculating about, Sandman Season 2. Now, Sandman Season 1 was, of course, a woke nightmare, as we all recall. Netflix pushed it pretty hard, and Season 2 has been, I guess, anticipated by that, still sycophantic element of fandom for this entire time. Now, what's happened with it? It's been in development delays, and I wonder if they were delaying it because of some of the stuff that was coming out back in July. Neil Gaiman seemed to know about it in advance. He had that crisis management firm deployed earlier in the year. And so I wonder if this was a whispered secret in the media for a long, long time, and that might have led to some of these delays. Sandman has not been canceled as of yet, but with all of these, with Disney doing it, with Amazon doing it, and with Netflix canceling the other show, I think that's not that far behind. I don't think Sandman Season 2 is going to happen, and I think this is going to be the end of Neil Gaiman's multimedia career because, gosh, there's just too much here. Couldn't happen to a nicer tub cuddler, I think. All right. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my book, The Stars Entwined, on Amazon right here. Would love for you to grab the whole trilogy today. Thank you guys so much for being there. We'll be back soon.